Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Together, we will launch a new era of safety, prosperity, and freedom for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. The discord and division in our society must be healed. We must heal it quickly. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America.
Holy shit, he did it, baby! I am so jacked, so energized. The past 2 mornings when I've woken up with so much energy and hope for the future. I know a lot of people are kind of upset about what happened, but America has spoken, and we were heard loud and clear. We swept Senate, we swept the House, we have a Republican Speaker of the House. Like, America is sick of the identity politics, and we are definitely sick of all this woke bullshit. Let's get back to the necessities of life. Let's get back to what really matters. The shit they were talking about, the executive orders, their announcements, declaring holidays, it's all meaningless bullshit, and we're ready for some real change. Like, America has the potential to be the greatest place on earth, and we've been focusing on our separation, we've been focusing on our divisions, we've been renaming Easter the National Day of Transgender. Like, what the fuck? And you wonder why Donald Trump won. We are seen as a weak country. They took advantage of us. When we left Afghanistan and we left all our military equipment, the rest of the world saw that, and they knew that they could raise hell in Ukraine and Israel. Like, America's waking up, and we're back, baby. We're back. It's time for strong men to stand up and make real change. It doesn't mean you weak men are gonna suffer, because when we build up our country, everyone gets built up with us. There's no attack on the left. There's gonna be no attack on the gay people or the transgenders or the left-leaning people. You're literally going to see a rise in every demographic, because when America becomes stronger, so does your life. So do not feel dismayed. Do not feel upset. I don't think there's name calling, but honestly, I'm doing this live so we can do some name calling. Not to each other, but let's hear your best Trump jokes. Let's hear your best Kamala jokes. I'm talking nicknames. We've heard Chameleon for Kamala. We've heard Obamala. You know, I'm sure you got a lot of good Trump jokes. Let's hear it, baby. I'm reading the chat. But the last live I had during election night was the funnest chat of my life. We blew that thing up. We were having so much fun with it. Like, I was laughing so hard. If you want to watch the last post, there was the live of the election night. But we had jokes on jokes on jokes, because the theme was kind of California for Trump, Nevada for Trump, and then it started saying union workers for Trump, gays for Trump, and then all of a sudden it became funny. It was like Harambe for Trump. It was saying just funny shit. It was saying like Tommy Pickles for Trump, SpongeBob for Trump, shit like that. It was so hilarious. So in the chat, guys, have fun with this right now. I'm going to be running a machine, so I'll look over when I can. But we got the world for Trump. Yeah. What is Gansgiel? I don't understand what that is. We definitely had a good run. But we got heavy equipment operators for Trump. We got hearts for Trump, baby. We got people playing in the dirt for Trump. Let's go! I'm gonna be going to pick up some rocks, guys. Let's hear it in the chat. I wonder if I can make this chat thing bigger. Yeah, we got someone's grandma for Trump. Let's keep it going. Let's hear some funny shit, guys. It's time to have fun. If you're on the left and you're kind of poopy pants about what happened, I'm sure you understand your party let you down. They're focusing on shit that don't matter. But we got Peanut the Squirrel for Trump in the chat, guys. Blow it up. Let's hear it. Let's hear some funny shit. We got Go Girl for Trump. Let's go. We got illegal aliens for Trump. We got interdimensional aliens for Trump. We got the grays. We got the little green guys for Trump. Oh man, that chat on election night, you guys were wild. Oh, look at that. We got Great Britain and Norway for Trump. Blow it up, guys. We got Jesus for Trump. We got Trump for Trump. We got Joe Biden for Trump. We got upset crying liberals for Trump. Hope I don't hit anyone on the road. Wow! We got an engineer inspector for Trump. We got safety cones for Trump. Someone gonna pass me? Someone's passing me for Trump. Let's go! We got a beautiful sunny day for Trump. Let's go! Potholes for Trump. We got a bunch of rocks in the road for Trump. Biden definitely voted for Trump. I agree 100%. Yeah, we've definitely. You think Obama and his husband voted for Trump? What is he doing? That's cool. We got the UK for Trump. Dude, this chat just started. Of course we only got 2 likes. Come on. You've been in here a while. Thank you for being one of the 100, baby. Here we go. But for real, guys, I think we need to make a call to end the name calling and the division and the fighting. Like, I think America was heard loud and clear. Like, if you see how close the 2020 election was compared to this one, I could see why the Trump supporters were really upset and they felt like it was taken from them. This election here, not even close. Like, if you look at New Mexico, he's only like 50,000 votes away from flipping New Mexico. Like, people, they're sick of the Democrat Party, even the Democrats, you know? But what people need to understand is what Trump did with the Republican Party. He's getting rid of all the old school Republicans. Like, I don't even like the old Republicans. And people, if you're voting for Democrats, you should be sick of the old Democrats. Like, it's time to usher in a new government, a new party for the people. And MAGA is honestly, he might even rename it away from the Republican Party. It might just be called MAGA. Because the thing is, the Republican Party that we used to know is dying. It's a dying thing. And the Democrats, as you've seen, pretty much lost the Senate. They lost the House. Like, the Democrat Party is dead. It's no longer there. Like, even the liberals are done supporting the Democrats. But then you got the radical left people that are all into this identity politics and the shit that doesn't matter. Like, we got way worse things to worry about than if kids are having drag shows in school. Like, come on. We're sick of that shit. Let's get back to America thriving. Let's get back to our people not getting overtaxed and overregulated by our government. Like, there's the golden years of America right on the horizon. But I'm curious if anyone in the chat is gonna go to Donald Trump's inauguration. I am going, baby. I am going. But I wonder if Kamala Harris fell out of her coconut tree. What did you fall out of a coconut tree? Oh, I just did turbo. Let's go. We're going. Hey, where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys from? I'm curious to hear. We've got a lot of people from Australia, a lot of people from the UK. Like, it's amazing how many countries watch America like a TV show. Like, it's insane. But how you guys feeling? Is anybody feeling a little poopy pants about the election, or are you guys energized? Like, I was talking to one of my coworkers on November 6th. I said, hey, how you doing, brother? He's like, I'm all right. How are you? I'm like, I'm fantastic. And he was all, it didn't work out the way I wanted to. He's like, it's not what I wanted, but I said something that rang true to him. It's not what you wanted, but it's what you needed. And the thing is, for the people that really don't like Trump, they even realize, hey, it might not be what I wanted, but it's definitely what the country needed. And I stand by that. Trump is not that ideal candidate. He's not like the perfect president. Like, it'd be cool to have someone with a good attitude and like a spotless past, but the reality is that person's not here. Donald Trump is the greatest option for our country at the moment. So I think everyone needs to wake up, calm down, and realize, hey, it's not that bad. But hey, what do you guys think of this? Like, honestly, I think Donald Trump's whole entire life, including his political career, is the greatest comeback in American history. Like, they're literally gonna make a movie about this. Like, he grew to be like one of the greatest developers in New York. He built casinos, he built golf courses, he changed people's lives. He became a celebrity on TV shows, The Apprentice. He appeared in so many movies, all kinds of music videos. People wrote songs about him. People wrote books about him. He was on television shows like Oprah and The View. Like, people love Donald Trump. But the second he started running for president, America switched. The system, the legacy media, the TV shows, the news stations, like, everyone flipped on him, where they used to praise him as like an American icon. And all of a sudden, everything got radicalized against him. And then after that, he won the presidency. He became president of the United States. But the sad thing is, they started going after him personally. They started to defame his name and go after him and call him this horrible. And then they started going after him legally. They started having lawsuits against him. They had two impeachments. Two impeachments that got, he got acquitted of both of those. Beyond that, they started going after him with lawsuits and accusations, and The sad thing is, almost every single one of those things got overturned where he was found innocent. So they're literally going after him to change people's mind about him. And I don't know if you heard, but all the cases that deranged Jack Smith was bringing against Trump are going to be overturned. He's bailing out on all the criminal cases. He's dropping all Trump's criminal cases. How insane is that? The classified documents, the felonies, all this stuff is being dropped now that he won, which is like them literally admitting that it was politically motivated. And now that he won, they're dropping all of them. Like, I think America's voice was heard when we saw... Sorry, there's a truck coming by. But America's voice was heard. We saw the Department of Justice used to go against a political opponent. And America stood up and said, we stand with Donald Trump. We're done with this lawfare. We're done going after a man because he's a threat to their system. And it's really motivating because that election, I was literally sitting there going, okay, is more than half the country brainwashed? Is half the country buying whatever the media and these celebrities and these politicians are putting out? And I was really scared. Honestly, I was really scared that more than half the country fell for the lie. But when I saw those states flipping, and I saw he won the electoral vote, and then I saw he won the popular vote, I felt so enthused that American people are seeing through the bullshit. People are seeing through the lie that was being sold to them. And it was so energizing to know that they literally tried everything. They went after him personally. They went after him legally. They went after him with bullets. They literally tried everything they could. People were lighting ballot boxes on fire. They were shutting down voting machines. They're making the line so long that people wanted to leave, but the American people stood strong. They said, I ain't taking this anymore. I'm curious, how did it go for you guys? Did it go in your favor? Are you pretty fucking stoked Donald Trump became the president again? And a fun fact is, it's been over 100 years since a president served his first term, lost his re-election, and became president again. That puts Donald Trump in history. I think he's going to be seen as one of the most popular presidents in U.S. history. It might not all be good publicity, but he's certainly the most popular man in the world. And something you might not have seen, but the Houthi rebels that are a proxy group for Iran announced the day after Trump was elected president that they want to cease fire and they want to stop the conflict because they know once he's in office a shitstorm's coming towards him. We had the president of China announce that he wants to have a peaceful connection with Donald Trump. We have Hamas that attacked Israel announced that they want to cease fire and find an end to their conflict. Like literally the second he was elected, the world woke up and all these people causing havoc are literally saying, hey, let's find peace. Let's stop this shit. And it's really, really motivating to see that just with the American vote, people all over the world said, hey, we need to end this chaos and we need to find peace. And I think that's the greatest message I've ever seen. To see the world unite and say, hey, Donald Trump is going to usher in a new era. With what happened with this current administration, wreaked havoc across the world. People started taking advantage of other countries in the United States. But with just the vote of the American people to get Donald Trump in the White House again, literally changed the way the world looked at things. But I'm going to take a second and look at the chat here. This guy said, I voted for Donald Trump and I'm an immigrant. Brother, I'm sure you came from a country that was doing things you disagreed with. And when you came to America, you were seeking freedom and the gift that America offers, which is the American dream where you could become whatever you want. But when you came here, you noticed that America was starting to look more and more like the country you left. I lived in China for a year, and what I realized when I got back to America in 2019 is that it was starting to look like China. Everything was going digital currencies. In China, you pay for everything with your phone. There's like no paper money in China. And then I saw they censored. The thing is, in China, you can't go on Google. You can't go on YouTube. And seeing America start silencing doctors, they literally deplatformed the President of the United States. They stepped on his First Amendment right. They completely silenced Donald Trump because they said that he invoked a violent insurrection. But it turned out they were having an impeachment for him. They found him not liable for January 6th. They said, what did he do to cause that? He literally said, go down to the Capitol, have your voice heard peacefully and patriotically. Scoob the boss. Yeah, YouTube silenced all kinds of people. It's insane. But one thing I gotta say that was pretty fucking cool is that during this whole election campaign, like the whole season of the election, I didn't see any fact checking. I didn't see any strikes going up against people. And I think that's why that's able to have information. Hold up. Technical difficulty. 100% I give credit to Elon Musk for fighting for our freedom of speech. When he bought Twitter, I'm sure he lost money on that purchase. That was a lot of money to buy that platform. But what he did is he released the Twitter files. The US government was censoring people through X. So literally, government officials were reaching out. For some reason, my microphone keeps doing weird shit. Hey, bud, can you scoot that cone over like a foot? I'm gonna pick up these rocks right here. Yeah, just back. I just gotta grab those rocks and then I'm done. Picking up rocks. Let's make picking up rocks great again. Let's make Comedy Central great. Where's this kid at? I don't want to run him over. Where the fuck are you, bud? I would hate to squish someone with this machine. I would feel so bad if I squished someone. Like, that would suck. But one of the things I'm most excited about is the industries that are going to open up full blast. Like, the pipeline is coming back. You know, we're going to get We're gonna get that pipeline coming from up north down south. Oil pipeline is going to be romping, baby. That thing's gonna be dripping. So many industries that were getting corralled by the current administration, they're gonna get fired up, and we're gonna see the biggest increase in United States manufacturing and production. Like, the brightest days of America are in front of us, guys. I hope I don't hit this guy's cone. Ah, fuck his cone. I'm running this thing over. I'm getting that big ass rock away there. Hey, thank you, buddy. But America's back, baby. We're back. We're so fucking back. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to have a strong leader. I'm ready for a leader to stand up for us. And when people around the world are doing shit we don't agree with, I can't wait for his mean tweets, baby. Wait, are they called tweets still? Or are they called X's? But I'm curious why Elon called it X. Do you think he named it after his kid? Or is X mean the X marks the spot? I know in old pirate maps, X's meant there's treasure right here, you know? I'm dumping in his bucket. Let's see where we are in the chat. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. We've killed it over the past 28 days. 800 subscribers. Like, that's insane. No need, mine diamonds. Camilla will hire... Hey, you don't got to worry about Kamala. She's not getting in. She's not doing it. All right, here we got a joke, guys. I've been waiting for jokes. A robber said, "Give me all your money," to a man. The man said, "Do you know who I am, robber?" Or, "Do you know who I am? I'm very respected congressman." The robber then responds, "In that case, give me all my money back." Yeah, Wylon, that is amazing. We got Muslims for Trump. We had babysitters for Trump. We had squirrels and raccoons for Trump. I think Trump is the most PETA president I've ever seen. He made it a felony to abuse animals. Like, that's so cool. People that beat animals, oh man. Or tie them up and not feed them. Like, when I see emaciated animals, that hurts so bad. They're these innocent little creatures and you just do that to them. Someone says, really, what could be done to make the world peaceful? It's called peace through strength. If people fear repercussions for what they do, they're not going to do it. Let it be physical or economical. Like, if let's say Iran's funding a bunch of proxy groups like the Houthi rebels and all this stuff. If America puts sanctions on them and Trump goes to NATO and says, "Hey, we're collectively going to cut this country off economically. We're going to stop the trade of their imports and exports. If we don't supply them with, I know they got oil, but for example, if we cut off the import of oil to their country, they're going to be crippled and fall to their knees, and they're going to cease to exist, and their people are going to be hurt." So these countries that are doing radical things, if they're threatened with tariffs, if they're threatened with economic cutoffs, or even physical repercussions, they're going to think about what they're doing. Camel Toe, that's a good nickname. But hey, let's hear your best Trump or Kamala jokes. It could be nicknames. I've heard him be called the Trumpinator, the Big Don. Actually, a joke. All jokes aside, check on your Democrat friends. Like, for real, there's going to be... Someone said it's going to be the largest mental health crisis in history. I've already heard of some person that was radicalized by the left. They took their own life when they saw the results of the election. You got to realize Trump's only going to be in office for 40 years. That doesn't mean you should end your life. Like, that is so sad. That is so sad. But politics shouldn't dictate your life. Your life doesn't really change all that much. Like, being someone that does not like the current administration, my life didn't change that much. You know? Like, you should never look at your life as over just because a politician got in. Harris for deportation. Don't spam the chat. Do whatever you want to the chat. This is a free thinking space. You could say whatever you want. Well, you're right, Wylon. His president could be in or his vice president after his term could be in for 8 years. But the thing is, if Trump absolutely kills it, like, people are like, wow, our country has really improved, has changed for the better. Let's elect J.D. Vance. Then J.D. Vance got 8 years. After that, Trump could get his daughter in. I would love to see a Ivanka Trump in. Like, the first female president, because she is a strong leader herself. So it could go J.D. Vance, and then the next 8 years could be one of Trump's kids, and then one of his other kids. He's got like 3 kids, and by then, Barron Trump can be old enough to run for president. I think Barron Trump's going to be a force in the future. I think Barron Trump is literally Trump's successor. Like, he is going to turn that kid into the next Donald Trump. He looks just like him too. Nepotism, 100%. But if great change is happening in our country and great success, why not get him in? King Trump. Like, someone on the left said Trump's going to get rid of the 2 terms so he could serve a third. And my thing is, I don't see a problem with a third term. You know, I do not. Like, he 100% deserves it. If he won in 2020, Jesus is king. Jesus has always been king, and he will always be. That's guaranteed. But of this earth, we have earthly rulers. No. If there was no term limits for presidents, it wouldn't be a monarchy. It would still have a democratic election where people's voices could be heard. And I'm saying, if someone's doing absolutely amazing, they're loved, they're a great leader, why should we limit them? If people want them back, bring them back. Yeah. Jay Rage, what you just said, you literally think Barron Trump is Donald Trump's clone? I will not dismiss it. Trump could have went to scientists and cloned himself and genetically modified Barron Trump to be this tall, very tall, good-looking, healthy person. Like, I will not dismiss that idea. Like, it's entirely possible. It'd be super creepy. It'd be really creepy if Donald Trump cloned himself. And that's who Barron Trump is. But, I don't know. I can't say that's true. Oh, they're putting an electrical box. But come on, guys. Let's hear your even share if you're super pumped about how the election, or if you're really depressed. Let's hear it. This guy. I'm gonna just scoot this guy's coming out of the way real quick. Dig, baby, dig. Oh yeah. My biggest fear running machines is squishing someone. I really don't want to squish someone. These machines are heavy. That would be horrible. Ooh! I found another rock. I feel like Hunter Biden right now, just seeking rocks. Oh, a rock. Come here, Rocky, Rocky, rock. Ooh, that's a big rock. Sorry, guys. I gotta focus right here. Big rocks. I wish I had a phone holder so you could watch what I'm doing. Alright, where's some Trump jokes? Exactly. Honestly, I'm saying it's entirely possible Barron could be a clone. Barron for president. 20 years from now, wouldn't it be nuts? I would love my old ass to go vote for Barron Trump. Look, Canadian chick says that God, what did she say? God spared Trump for a reason. I believe that wholeheartedly. I feel like God's in control and we're just watching it. Because the thing is, God voted 3 months ago. 100. Henry says Canadian of $14. Mr. N, I salute you, brother. And he says Mr. N's message right now by sending $14. I'm giving him a shout out. He says Jesus is the King of all. Jesus is our Lord. Brother, I recommend everyone picks up their cross and carries it. Jesus is King. I love glorifying God's name. But you know how many presidents always say, God this, God that, God bless America? Do you know how many different gods people believe in? Like, what God are they talking about? Like, some people worship Lucifer as a god. But Trump is the only president in my lifetime that calls God by his name. I hear Trump glorify Jesus' name very often. And that's super cool. Any cars? But hey, big shout out to all the super chatters, guys. It's really cool you support the mission. You support someone that's got a platform and a voice that shares the less popular opinion. I mean, for a while, Trump supporters felt like they were the fringe minority. We felt like supporting Donald Trump was something that's weird and rare. But the thing is, our voice is louder than ever, guys. Being a Trump supporter is more popular than being a Kamala supporter right now. So do not think your opinion is rare. Don't think you're the only one that supports Trump. Even all these people in other countries showing their support for Trump. Our movement is growing more and more. And for far too long, people's religions were being mocked and joked. You have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. And I think if someone stands out and says that you're wrong for believing something, they're sick people. Like, I respect the Muslims, I respect the Hindus, the Buddhists. Like, you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. Now, are they believing the right thing? I could disagree with that. I believe clearly it's been pointed out and proved that Jesus is Lord. I don't see any other religions with prophecies happening in real time. Like, we got the Star of Jacob going right now. We got the nations surrounding Israel. We got so many prophecies that are ringing true right now. Like, what other religion's doing that? Like, the prophecy is what solidifies my faith. Like, the Bible predicts the future. And if you guys don't recognize that, take a look at the world right now. Like, literally, world events is what brought me to my faith. I remember learning about Bible prophecies, and I was atheist, and I seen them happening, and I'm like, I cannot deny the truth any longer. Jesus Christ is coming back, and everyone thinks it's going to be this beautiful, peaceful thing. No, when Jesus comes back, it's not peaceful. Any Christians out there that think Jesus is this soft, loving thing, no, it's going to be a retribution. It's going to be shocking. Jesus himself says, I come with a sword. He's going to strike down the enemies. Like, this ain't some soft, oh, Jesus is this beautiful lamb. No, Jesus is going to come set shit straight. Oh, let me dump this rock. But a really, really important thing I want to share right now is that on TikTok, there's this movement of people silencing people's voices. They'll report their live for no reason. They'll say it's hate speech. I have been accused of hate speech so many times, and all I do is share the facts. And the thing is, you're not immune to the facts. You could have your opinion on reality, but there's something called a base reality that we all got to tune into what's real and what's not real. It's okay to have conspiracy theories. It's okay to have your own opinion. But the thing is, you cannot dispute facts. You cannot. When you're presented with evidence, you can deny it if you want, but the truth is the truth. Trump tell you that he's back? I think the American people made it loud and clear that Trump's back. Stay in school, little kid. I'm a 34-year-old man. Thank you. Lean says there is no God. Please make that make sense. Make that make sense, brother. If you truly believe everything came from nothing for no reason whatsoever, I feel sorry for you. I saw a really good image from this philosopher that said, with simple knowledge of science, you're an atheist. But with a great understanding of science, you believe in God. What is the union saying? All my union brothers' life is not it's funny. It's funny that unions reach out to their people and say, hey, vote Democrat. What have the Democrats done? What have they done? All you lifelong Democrat voters, what have the Democrats done? And I'm not going to say Republicans are better. The only reason I support Donald Trump is he's overhauling the Republican Party. He's taking it over. He's bringing in lifelong Democrats, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan. They're all Democrat voters that have realized that the party is dead. The Democrat Party is dead. Same with the Republicans. The old Republicans, Mitch McConnell, all them, they need to get the fuck out of office. I'm done with these old Republicans. But what MAGA has done is taken over a party, and they're changing it. They're reviving it. They're turning it into something great. Because these parties should serve the people, not their own agendas. And I believe that 100%. Stefan says, Trump, Trump, Trump. We got UK for Trump. We got union workers for Trump. We got California for Trump. Right here, I'm California. Like, check out this view, guys. You're gay, bro. How do you know my sexuality? Digital ID is next. That's going to be creepy. Is Trump pro-union? Why wouldn't he be pro-union? He's all about bumping up U.S. manufacturing and production. Like, you're going to see a revitalization of unions. It's time. Check this out. Inflation has brought up prices, the cost of housing, the cost of groceries. The only metric that's not going up is income. Our income has not been risen. And I think we're going to see that change. We're going to see that people deserve a fair wage. Bro's pupils are pinned. I have very light blue eyes, and it makes my eyes super sensitive to the sun. Hey, I'm glad you came across my live video too. This is a space for people to have fun, for people to celebrate what happened on November 5th. And also, I like comedy. I love funny ass people. The weirder you are, the more I love you. But it's no need to get super serious and worry about digital IDs. The thing is, the American voice is being heard louder than ever before. And I want to make a call to every person on the right or the left right now, is if they continue this political persecutions, if they continue to go after and do all these botched impeachments and shit, we need to make our voice heard. We're done with that shit. He was duly elected twice. And the thing is, he's going to be in office, and they need to respect that. The people voted. This is a mandate from the American people that we want these things done. And if we got people in government that are trying to slow him down from his mission that we believed in and we voted for, we're going to stand up and say, we're done with this shit. We're done with all these bullshit prosecutions. We're done with it. Let the man do his job. And I think the Democrats need to unite around Donald Trump, that was duly elected by the American people by the largest margin in 40, 50 years. They need to not slow him down, but support his mission, because it's our mission. It's what we want. California mad and crying? Well, the thing is, if you take a look at what states do not require photo ID, those are all the states Kamala won. I 100% believe with a fair election, Trump would have won California. The amount of supporters in this state, the rallies I've seen, the little parades, the boat parades, like, it's insane, the support for Donald Trump in California. And I am very surprised he didn't win it. He's only like 1.2 million votes away from flipping California. And the thing is, it's sad, so many California Republicans or people that just support Trump don't even vote because they feel like California doesn't let their voice be heard. Because they'll bring everyone into Los Angeles, San Francisco. They'll register people that know nothing about our country. They do not know politics. They pressure them into voting Democrat. They'll say, hey, if Donald Trump gets in, your life is threatened. You're going to be deported. He's going to take away your rights. It's all this propaganda. If we had check this out real quick. If we had a fair press, like if the news wasn't severely biased and put out this hateful rhetoric and all this delusional stuff they say about Trump. Can you imagine if the media stood behind Trump like they did Joe Biden? Every one of us know that Joe Biden was one of the most incompetent, horrible politicians in U.S. history. The things he said back during the civil rights, the people he supported, like, go watch some of the worst videos of Biden. If they were to treat Biden like they did Trump, everyone would hate Joe Biden. So I'm saying it would be amazing if the media stood behind Trump and they stopped attacking him personally, if they stopped making these little stories into big stories, if they stood behind him and only showed his accomplishments, the people he's bringing into his administrations, his policies, his achievements in the world. Like, do you know how many people would quit hating Trump for no reason? And they'd be like, wow, this guy's actually doing something. I support him. Typical Trumper. I don't know if I'm a typical Trumper. I've always voted Democrat. I still have Democrat IDs. You know, like, I believe in a lot of things that the Democrat Party used to believe in. So I'm not a typical Trumper. I'm not. I do not vote red all the way down the ballot. If there's a better candidate that's a Democrat, I'll vote for him, because not every Democrat is far left. Some people are old school Democrats, and I agree. I agree with them. So I do not vote red no matter who. I don't believe in that. But if a Democrat or a Republican's the better candidate, I will vote for that person. And every single one of you should never vote blue no matter who, or red no matter who. You need to educate yourself, see who the candidate is, and vote accordingly. Nick says, I think the best part of this whole thought process is the immediate parallels between your chat is gone. What we should do for Trump, or what was done for Biden. Sweet Jesus, pick a side. No, the thing is, I think it should be fair. I think they should represent both parties the same. I think it should be equal coverage. I think you should be critically thinking of both parties, because Biden, his debauched freaking withdrawal from Afghanistan should have been hell on the news. They should have been reaming him a new one, because all of us understand that was a horrible withdrawal. But they didn't. The crazy thing is, they blame Trump. Sheeple. Camel toe hairs. There we go. Now we're getting some jokes. Stop, bro. A lot of Dems flipped red because life is much harder. That's the thing. Was your life better 4 years ago or right now? That's what won the election. Kamala said he did nothing wrong. They said he was the one that planned the withdrawal, which he did. He wrote up how to withdraw from Afghanistan. But it was condition-based. And they withdrawed without any of the conditions met. So that's why it went to shit. I mean, who leaves billions of dollars of military equipment behind? Like, we've all seen the parades of the Taliban. Donald Trump being back in power again. Hi, brother in USA. Well done for you guys in the USA for voting Donald Trump back in power again. We guys in the UK love Donald Trump being back in power again. Yeah, the consequences Donald Trump being elected again is going to change the landscape of the entire world. That's when we say America is back. The rest of the world knows it. It's time to stand up to the people taking advantage of America and our allies. It's time to change what has been done. We got love from Canada. We got Canada for Trump. We got the UK for Trump in the chat. In the chat, let's hear where you're from and who you're for. I don't need a Trump Bible. I got my own Bible. I think it's just to help run. I need inspiration. Instead of swiping on my phone, I'll open the Bible to a random page and just get some insight, you know? Straya for Trump in the chat. Someone says anyone but Trump. My question is, would you vote for Adolf Hitler over Trump? Would you vote for Joseph Stalin? President Xi? Would you vote for Putin over Trump? Yeah, I read random pages from the Bible. And it's crazy. I'll be like having a conflict in my mind where I'm having a bad day. And it's crazy how many times I flip to a random page and it speaks to exactly what I need. Yeah, let's give Trump the crown. But cast down your crowns. Cast them. Drill loves Kamala. Yeah, apparently not. I don't know how you could love Kamala. The only reason you loved her is that it was the Democratic option for the election. There's way better Democrats out there. Kamala is not the answer. Harris should be president? Absolutely not, and the people spoke. Okay, just admit that you don't remember how horrible it was during Trump's term and that you were literally going off on your own nostalgia, nonsensical memories. My life was not horrible under Trump. The only thing that was bad under Trump was COVID, and Trump didn't cause COVID. I think the CDC blew it out of proportion to hurt his re-election. I truly believe that. Or it was a humongous power grab by governments. Because the tyranny that happened under COVID, like the rights, like the government control increased so much during COVID in every single country. It was creepy. Manufacturing was lost to China. It's time to bring back American manufacturing. It's time to bring back our auto plants. It's time to bring back, because with tariffs, it's going to make competition for foreign products against American-made products. I think American production is going to explode. But hey, shout out to the super chat, guys. Love you. You killed it. Last chat, I cannot express how much love was showed. You guys are rad. Do I believe in climate change? I believe that the climate's been changing before humans. 100%. The climate is always changing. Do humans have an impact on that? I think a small bit. But I think if you were to take us all off the earth, it would do what it's doing and what it's always been doing. Do I think humans are the reason the climate's changing? No. It's been doing it without us. Because the thing is, there was a point in the Earth's history where it had the highest levels of CO2 and there was no humans on the Earth. There was also the hottest period in Earth's history and humans weren't around. It heats, it cools, the CO2 expands, contracts. Like, the scary thing is global cooling. If we were to decrease CO2 to a point to where plants start dying off and they stop producing oxygen, we're in big trouble. CO2 is literally what plants eat. This is 259 cat. I got a rock bucket on it right now. Yeah, carbon footprint. Eat my ass. You know what I gotta say about climate change and carbon footprint? Rev your engine for that one, baby. Nice socks. Yeah, you can't see my socks. Those are boots. Those are boots, baby. The earth is red dome over us. Oh, another cool policy Donald Trump, or kind of something he wants to do, is to build an iron dome over the United States for missile defense. Is it insane that we do not have that, but we fund Israel's Iron Dome? And you see how effective that is. It's almost impenetrable. Like, Israel's defense is insane. I seen Iran launch 250 missiles into Israel, and they shot them all down. That's insane. We need that. But I think it's going to be lasers. I think lasers are going to shoot down missiles. Someone said, please admit that I have no clue how tariffs work. Honestly, I don't know much about tariffs. But I think tariffs are an economical strategy. I think if you threaten a tariff, people are going to change the way they're thinking. I think he's going to threaten a lot of people with tariffs. Do I think he's actually going to do tariffs? I don't think so. But I do know that China has tariffs on American products. Yeah, when I was living in China, there was no US made vehicles. You didn't see Chevys or Fords because there's like a 200% tariffs. A $20,000 car over in China is going to cost you $40,000. It's insane. I couldn't vote because your wife would have unalived you if you voted for Kamala. That's good wife. But the thing is, with tariffs, all right, and with tax cuts in America, it's going to make more sense to produce your product in America, which is going to bring more jobs to America, and it's going to help our people out. If you put a huge tax on corporations, they would move to a different country to produce their product, and we would lose jobs. So I think Trump knows what he's doing. I have faith in him 100%. I think he'll understand if he puts tariffs on every single thing that comes into America, it's going to cost us a lot of money. On the vice versa, if Kamala Harris put a 50% tax on every company, that would increase the cost of products too. But I just want to say God bless you guys. I am so ecstatic that Trump just whooped Kamala's ass. And I think we really are on the verge of a golden age in America. If you're on the right or the left, it's time to be excited for America again. Your rights aren't going to be taken away. He's going to build up every class of people, no matter your race, color, or creed. The greatest days are ahead of us, guys. And big shout out to all the supporters. We've had 850 new subscribers. That shit's insane. You guys are rad. And all the super chats, all the likes, like, you guys are killing it. I love you. God bless you, and get ready for one hell of a ride.